from Southwestern College. This is the Rebels Cup 2017. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg, GK Porter for GK Sports. We're at the game. This match is Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks 2001 versus BARCA-CANTERA. So shift colors for all you sailors out there. We're underway. And the Sharks are in white with the blue numbers. And in the professional team of Spain is BARCA-CANTERA. On the match, or on the ball there, was Antonides sending it wide. And then now Barca with it, coming out of their own defensive half. But the Sharks intercepting, and they have control. Antonides with it to the central. And they'll work it up the central to the near side. Galloway. And they'll get it going wide. 0-0 your score. Just the starting of this match from Southwestern College. The Rebels Cup 2017. Here's Galloway now. Galloway to the near side being chased. And Galloway gets it to his teammate. And then back to Antonides. And they want to collect there with Galloway. Alec Galloway. Galloway getting some pressure now. Back to Antonides on the near side. They continue their passing game and control of this one so far versus Barca. And now a giveaway, and Barca with it. Islas, and now that's Reyes. And a foul is called. First foul of the match as Reyes is dumped, going against the Sharks. Free kick now. Barca, the first one of the match. Down the left flank now as they attack in the attacking third, and this ball goes wide of frame. So 0-0 your score, just the first couple of minutes of the match. And Southwestern College here at the South Bay in Chula Vista. And that ball is sent out of play by Kyle Clark for Dmcv. Barca is going to throw it in. Ben has it. Antonides, and then it's intercepted in the central. As the Sharks now with a run on the near side now. And the shot, and a nice save by the keeper for Barca. Beautiful stretching out to make the save. Nicely done by Bryce Kempton. The first shot of the match now for the Sharks. And a first save of the match. This one goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in from the far side touchline. On a nice day down here in Chula Vista. Rebels Cup 2017. Hope you got the snack and the beverage. Or maybe one of each. You can enjoy this one. You don't see any crowd on the far side, obviously because of the sun. And on the near side is all the parents in there. From the back line, the Sharks now try to get something going. As now they have it to Marcelini, sending an early ball now, running it down, and a miss by Kempton, and a goal! Goal by Henry Cobb. Nice play by Cobb to get it by Kempton, who had already committed himself, and the run and the finish into the back of the net, and it is 1-0. The Sharks lead. So the good pass and the finish by Cobb. So now the BARCA-CANTERA Hernandez know what they have to do as they are down 1-0 in this match early on. On only the second shot of the match by the Sharks. In their own defensive half, Barca now sending that ball Barca being short for Barcelona, the great Spanish team, FC Barcelona. Won a UEFA Cup championship a couple of seasons ago. The great Lionel Messi and the rest of his great crew. Now sending that ball down the left flank now is Barca. Intercepted, but they still have it now. Just momentarily trying to challenge there the near side to try to get back to it there was Rudy Lopez. Couldn't do so. But they end up with the soccer ball now. And here's Angel Reyes. Reyes sends that ball down in the central now. And they're going to work it on the near side. And that's Moneras. And it's taken away now. Taken away by the Sharks, but they get it back now in the central. Reyes with it. He's number 12 out there. Reyes now changing direction. Drops it back to the back line, and they want to reconnect back there with Kempton. Kempton now drives it to the near side. And now they're going to go up the right flank. Sitting an early ball into space, taken away by the Sharks, but they're still on it now. Into central, trying to get a strike, and it is going to be an offsides goal. So an offsides for the Sharks, their first one of the match. I should say for Barca, their first one of the match. And the Sharks now with the soccer ball. And a 1-0 lead early on here. In the central, that was a quick touch that time by Cobb now. Out to the wide, but it's going to be an offsides now against the Sharks. So they get their first offsides of the match. In this 1-0 match down here at Southwestern College Stadium, they have a few venues down here on the grounds of Southwestern College. Southwestern College has the Jaguars, pretty decent football team on a yearly basis. Get a lot of good football players, talking about American football, down here in the South Bay. Now, sent forward by Cobb, looking for a runner now, and he might be able to get one at the last moment. There was two players there for Barca, and they lose the soccer ball now. On it, into the corner, is Ivan Gonzalez. Gonzalez for the Sharks. Gonzalez with two players. He threads a needle to his teammate momentarily, but it was taken away by Barca. Nicely done. They finally get a hold of that soccer ball. Moneras sends an early ball now to the near side as Barca now want to go on the attack and put pressure on the defenders for the Sharks in the corner. But they're having a hard time as still trying to stay after it. And a pass, it's intercepted. That was Martinez in the corner, and it was taken away by the Sharks. Sharks doing a fine job of making sure that they defended over there in the corner. Nicely done. 1-0 your score. And have a car in the background having some problems here. And it is sent all the way up forward by the Sharks. Sound like belt problems there, that car, if you heard it. And it's going to be an offsides call. Another offside for the Sharks. Their second one of the match. And on the near side. And that ball goes out of play. 1-0. Barca still trying to attack here. They've given up the one big attack where Cobb was able to put it into the back of the net for the Sharks lead. And here they go again. On the run, that's Marcelini. Marcelini cuts it inside. Marcelini, and then he goes down. Marcelini, Trevor Marcelini on the run as he was able to turn around one player, and then in the central, he is cut down. And don't see any kind of a red card or anything, so the player must have got the soccer ball. I believe that was Angel Reyes that made that challenge, and he must have got all of the soccer ball because it did not see a card. But Marcelini is in a lot of pain right now. He might have fell awkwardly on that shoulder, and they're checking him out right now. Marcellini, a nice run down that left flank, and he was going to get into the central and try to do some damage against Barca. And Reyes coming back alertly, and he was able to get that soccer ball without getting the legs of Marcellini. But Marcellini, as you'll see in soccer, even though the player gets the ball, he knocked Marcellini down in his attempt to do that. And a lot of times there will be a yellow card, but I have not seen a yellow card issued. I might have missed it, but Marcellini walks off, but he is not holding that elbow region and that seemingly shoulder region very good at all. So hopefully he'll be okay. And the ball is sent back by the Sharks. Zen and Chatwin, and driving it upfield is Kempton. Sharks now trying to win it at midfield, but they can't. Barcelona, but retreating back to get it in that space are the Sharks. And so to the near side. The Sharks with control down the central now, and that's always a dangerous play against your central defender. But they're able to get to that soccer ball. Here's Galloway. Galloway, his teammate in the central now. And Zenon Chatwin missed the soccer ball, but he retrieves it now to Antonides. Antonides sending it wide, looking for a player to run onto it. And it goes out of play. 1-0 your score. The Sharks leading in this boys under 16 soccer match here at the Rebels Cup 2017. And offsides now for the Sharks. That is their third offsides of the match. So the goal kick. Hopefully you're enjoying this match. Get a good look at the traffic and all the goings on right there in the corner. L Street. Barca. If I mentioned L Street, that's actually south of Southwestern College. I meant to say H Street, actually. And caddy corner is Bonita Vista High School. Reyes was dumped. Foul on the play by the Sharks. That is the second foul of the match, the Sharks. So, the second free kick for BARCA-CANTERA. Hernandez. Down in this match by 1 goal. Trying to erase the clean sheet. Down the right flank. Here is Henry Cobb. Cobb on the move. Cobb with speed. Cobb in the corner. Sends a ball and trying to get it at the last moment was Zenon Chatwin. And Chatwin darted towards the soccer ball, but he did not get it. But he got the player in his attempt to getting that soccer ball. As it goes out of play, and that player is hurt back there. But Cobb, a nice run down the right flank. And he was looking for somebody to get to that soccer ball, and Chatwin tried to get to it, and he nearly did. But nearly doesn't work in this case because he hurt the player as well who was trying to defend from that ball being a... And Chatwin is going to get a card on that one. So yellow card for Chatwin. As they still look on the defender. When you get the spikes up and you don't get that soccer ball, you're usually going to get carded. And that is Anthony Hernandez, and Hernandez helped up off the turf. The artificial turf here at Southwestern College. You're in the 15th minute of the match. Getting a deep back as Burson wants to get it going. Forward. Down to central, intercepted by the Sharks. And they get their passing game going, but intercepted for a moment there by, I believe it was Reyes who intercepted that soccer ball. Now his teammates have it. They want to chip it forward, trying to get behind that back line. Reyes now gets a touch on it. Reyes keeps after it. Reyes, who made that sparkling tackle, but not sparkling for the Sharks, who their player got injured on that play, whether he got the soccer ball or not. Depends on how you look at it. The throw in by Mendoza, Miguel Mendoza, and is knocked out of play for Barca. Nice leaping over the fence there by Rudy Lopez. And Lopez will throw it in. Lopez gets it in to Valentine. And it is swept and chipped down into the area. But the Sharks back line able to get to it and send it down the right flank. Lopez. And it is now knocked out of play by the Sharks. So the activity on the far side touchline by Barca, trying to work a play from that left flank. Trying to test them out from the left flank, the right flank. They've tried it both times in this match and down the central. Working those defenders. Mendoza will throw it in. Substitution, the Sharks have a fresh player coming into the match. And here's Chatwin now. Chatwin is fouled on the play. And a yellow card is issued. So that's a second yellow card in the match. That one was on Torres. So Torres now, he draws a yellow card. And a free kick for Barca. For the Sharks. So the Sharks with a free kick. Ivan Gonzalez now looks like he's going to take it. We'll see if that's going to be the case. 1-0, the Sharks lead. Barca players not happy about the call. And now the center ref wants to talk to the linesman. In this 1-0 affair, the Rebels Cup 2017 Boys Under 16 2001 Showcase. Good action here in the first half. Hopefully you're enjoying it all. You can check us out on our website to order videos. That's mrgksports.webs.com. Or you can check out all of our videos since our inception in 2012 on our YouTube channel. And just the capital G, capital K, and the words sports. Type it in there in the search, and you'll get our channel. You can also go to our Facebook page as well to see live streaming up to this point, but there's going to be more of that. Here we come with the free kick for the Sharks. Second one of the match, and it goes a little bit too high. Nice shot, though, and just a little bit too high that time. That was Jane Rishab Jain, and just not able to get that one to go. The bend down. Sharks with their third shot of the match. Free kick as substitutions occur from Barca in this 1-0 match. And the last one for both of these two teams, the 2017 Rebels Cup. Sent all the way up forward, Barca now. Chatwin with the header, nicely done. Into the central. It's dropped back for the Sharks. To the near side to Pakula, Brian Pakula. He's being marked there, drops it back. And they try to send it forward for Chatwin, but that was towards the inside. He couldn't get it. Almanzar now with it. In the deep back as the Sharks now, as they've reduced the size of the field, put a little bit more pressure and keep the offense going. In the central, Pakula gets it over to his teammate as they good passing in traffic, and being dumped there is a player for the Sharks. And maybe another yellow card will occur. Being dumped that time for the Sharks was Jonathan Diaz. And it's just going to be a foul for Barca. Free kick, the Sharks. Third free kick of the match. And this ball is a bending ball, but just over the bar. Nice one by Jonathan Diaz. He put a good bend on that one, and he nearly was able to beat Kempton, but not quite. So it is still 1-0. All the way upfield. About 8 minutes left to play here at the first half. Barca now with the soccer ball in their own half. Valentine with the touch, and then it's intercepted down. Pakula into the central for the Sharks. Dropped all the way back now. The touch that time by Yu. And Yu now can't get it, as this time it's sent all the way back to the keeper. On the near side. Barca now. And Pakula having a hard time as the player, number 8 there, that's Valdivia, able to make the good play, and now it's going to be a free kick. Free kick, the third one for Barca in this match. The third foul for the Sharks. Taking it is Mendoza, Miguel Mendoza. Let's see what he does with it. Yeah, as the first player comes on for Barca. Mendoza. Not a bad one in the area. Now a header. Oh, and it goes off the near post. Oh, that was a pretty good one. He fed it and found a teammate to give the header that time, and it was Gianni Valdivia. And Valdivia nearly beat the keeper, and it would have been a tie match. Instead, it turns out to be a shot for Barca. And they have their first shot of the match, and boy, was that a good one. Still down by a goal, the clean sheet. Getting down to the last few minutes or so of this match in the first half. Fresh player coming on for the Sharks, Jacob Kervosia. Kervosia's into the match for the white and blue of the Sharks. Enjoying the slim lead. The throw-in now. Antonides. And actually it turns out to be a free kick now. So there was a foul on the play by Barca. Their fourth foul. And it's another free kick with the Sharks, their fourth one. Brian Pakula Pakula, pretty good bend on it. You know he can do that. And he sends it to Chatwin, and Chatwin just could not handle it. Taken away by Barca. However, the Sharks win it back now. Antonides on the near side. He sends it over to Chatwin. And they're going to be offside. So another offsides against the Sharks. That is their fourth offsides. And another free kick for Barca. And Barca now with Reyes. Reyes works to the wide side. Intercepted now. And here comes the Sharks now. Sharks on the wide side. Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks now trying to continue on. And then the central there, that is Kyle Clark. But that's going to work against Clark. So the foul against Kyle Clark. That is the third foul for the Sharks. And the fifth free kick for Barca in this match. Bakula getting back there and sending it out of play. Kurvosha setting it up so Barca could throw it in, and they do. Reyes in his space. Reyes was the player on his back. Reyes still trying to stay with it. Reyes, as the center ref says, play on now. And Barca still has control of it to the wide side now as they send a ball to Reyes now. And he just could not handle it that time as it was taken away at the last moment by the Sharks. Big defensive play in the central, keeping Reyes from getting another touch onto the soccer ball. And that would have been danger at the top of the area. So now it'll be a free kick, or a corner kick, I should say, for the BARCA-CANTERA Hernandez squad. First one of the match. Let's see what they do with the CK. And it's an outswinger. Reyes lets it go, and he finds a teammate there in the central, a blocked shot, and they're able to get to it, and that's the Sharks. Antonides sweep it out of play, but that time it was Valentine tried to get that shot, and it was blocked. Or actually did get the shot, it was blocked. And Antonides found the garbage, able to send it upfield. And now it is going to be another foul against the Sharks. That is their fifth foul here in the first half, and another free kick. This is the sixth free kick for Barca, and it's right on line as the shot. Nice shot that time by Barca, and a good save by the keeper. Sharks now in the last couple of minutes of this first half, still enjoying the slim 1-0 lead. They've been pressured a little bit, but not as much as they have pressured and sent balls at the keeper of BARCA-CANTERA Hernandez team. And on it now is Chatwin. Chatwin gets it to Christopher Tonelli. Tonelli! And he can't go any further. But here's Antonides. He sends it in some space, but nobody there. The back line was there for Barca, and he routed out a play on the near side. Christopher Tonelli will throw it in. Tonelli finds Chatwin. Chatwin with the soccer ball. Chatwin turns now. Chatwin tries to continue on. And that ball is taken away. Nicely done at the last moment by Valdivia. A nice thinking by Zenon Chatwin on that move. So now it is going to be a corner kick for the Sharks. Their first one of the match. And it looks like it's going to be Ivan Gonzalez going to take it. As the first half is about ready to close. Let's see what Gonzalez can do now with his set piece now. The outswinger, and it's knocked away. Getting a piece of it that time was Kempton, the keeper. And it's upfield now. And a quick Counterattack now for Barca now. On the left flank now, coming all the way down. And a nice defensive play. Being able to get back there was Jacob Kervosha. And Kervosha on the striker to the outside. He didn't foul him, and he knocked it away. Good play on Jose Armando Martinez. But they will get a CK. Second one. Now, and this one is a chip. And it is knocked out. And it is now halftime. That'll do it for the first half of action. With the score, it's 1 for the Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks 2001 Burson, 0 for BARCA-CANTERA Hernandez. Stick with us. There'll be highlights upcoming. And then the statistics. We'll be right back with the second half from Southwestern College Stadium. Second half action set to get underway. It is 1-0. The Sharks lead in this match. The goal by Henry Cobb in the first half is the lone goal of the entire match. So it's time to shift colors for all you Sanders out there past and present. Here in the second half, we're underway. And Barca is now going in the second half from left to right, or rather from right to left, and the Sharks are going from left to right. Sharks going left to right and Barca going right to left. They switch it very simply. Sharks now trying to attack down the left flank now, and trying to get to that soccer ball that time and try to do the same move as a teammate of his, but he didn't get it. Was Torres, and it went down the left flank for the Sharks, but lastly touched out by the Sharks, and it's a throw-in for Barca. Down by a slim 1 goal is Barca, but they have to defend now, and it's sent for a save that has to be made by the Barca keeper. First one in the second half. And winning it again momentarily was the Sharks, but now they're able to get it back into space, and it's going to be a foul. And the foul is going to work against the Sharks. Their first foul in the second half. First free kick for Barca in the second half. Into space. Winning that soccer ball there was Clark. And Clark trying to get it to Almanzar, but he didn't get to it. And on the near side, that ball is sent out of play by the Barca-CANTERA Hernandez. Boys under 16 in this Boys under 16 2001 showcase. Greg GK Porter for GK Sports with you. Hopefully you're enjoying this one here in the second half. In a very tight match as it stands right now. Nice play on the near side. And a ball into the central. And a shot and a save is made. Second one. Second shot. Diaz making a nice move, and then to the near side, it goes out of play. So Barca will throw it in up against the goal line, basically. Miguel Mendoza with it. Mendoza now. He tried to get his teammate to get a hold of it in the central. That didn't happen. But a foul, another foul against the Sharks. And another free kick. Barca, that is their 7th free kick in this entire match. And the header, nicely done that time by Menares. The wide side. Menares trying to mark up. Menares takes it away momentarily and then gets it over his teammate Pata, and they get a shot and a save. Nice play that time by Pata. And a shot for Barca. First one in the second half. First save in the second half for the Sharks. All the way upfield. 50-50 ball. Another one, 50-50 ball. And it's won by Barca. As they have control now. Torres, and then he tried to go forward to get it to his teammate Lopez, but that didn't happen. Sharks get it in quickly into space. Retreating back there is Hernandez, and he tried to connect on the wide side. That didn't happen, so the Sharks have it, but then they're not able to get the good touch. It's a heavy touch there in the space by the Sharks. But winning it back are the Sharks now. Trying to go forward, but they can't go any further. Nicely done by Islas. And Alejandro Islas. Islas still on the soccer ball, sending it forward, but it was behind his teammate Menares. However, there is going to be a foul on the Sharks. Third one here in the second half. There's 6-1 in the entire match. And another free kick. The 8th free kick of the match now for the Barca. So Barca, Islas sends it in some space. It's intercepted there by the white and blue. And on the near side, here comes the Sharks. The Sharks, and that is trying to make that move was Diaz. And Diaz now under a lot of pressure on the near side. And that ball is out of play. You see the red line is what is the difference between in play and out of play on the near side. We'll go all the way up to the fence in this case. And all the way down. Trying to get a good shot and not getting a good one that time was Jonathan Diaz. But Diaz on a run that time. Trying to keep those defenders honest. Barca and their back line now. Sending it down the right flank. Intercepted. Sharks now. Trying to send a ball into space. And Kempton comes off the line and makes the save. His third in the second half. The third shot for the Sharks. And in the space there was Pata. Pata now. And he tried to get the return pass, but it was taken away from him. And all the way down. Here Jonathan Diaz making moves. Jonathan Diaz, not a bad pass, but nobody was there. And they still get a shot and a save. And Diaz won't be able to get to it as Islas gets to it first. Nice save that time by Kempton. The Sharks getting their fourth shot The 8th of the match. Ball sent all the way towards midfield now. They want to get an early ball, and that time they were looking for Brian Kirate, and Kirate not able to get to it. About 20 minutes left to play in this match. 2 fresh players come on for the Sharks. Henry Cobb is back onto the match. Remember, he's the lone goal scorer in this match. Ivan Gonzalez is in the match now along with him. In his 1-0 Rebels Cup 2017 match. The Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks 2001. Burson leading in this one. Barca throwing it in. The wide side now. And a touch that time by Anthony Hernandez. That ball goes out of play, but it was touched out by a Sharks player. First, Hernandez was in the area. And now the Sharks, Kyle Clark, they try to get it up forward. Taken away. Hernandez sweeping it all the way up forward. And now with Reyes into space, they try to continue on. Losing his balance that time was, I believe, Torres. And Reyes tries to get to it. Nice move around him as the Sharks continue up forward now on a good counterattack. But Kempton's going to come way up his line. And he couldn't touch it there with his hands as he drives it with his legs all the way up forward. But on the near side, Barca now trying to keep the pressure on. Down at the central and going down. That time is Angel Reyes, and it's going to be a yellow card. Yellow card against Gonzalez that time. Don't know if he was trying to pay Reyes back for an earlier play on his teammate, but nevertheless, it's a yellow card. It's the second one. Chatwin has one also for the Sharks. First foul in the second half. Correction on that. That is the 4th foul. And a shot and a goal. No. That one just missed that time. Barca with the 4th free kick. So Barca now with another shot. Second in the second half. All the way up to midfield. And a foul going against the Sharks. And Barca now with another free kick. And coming off his line and just being able to thwart Roberto Parra on the play, and Parra nearly was able to get him that goal. Big bang play, and Parra trying to finish, but 2 defenders for the Sharks were able to make the big play. Sharks their second save. Another shot again for Barca. In the second half they got 5. And add a corner kick to that one. Their first one in the second half. The third one in the match. Down that left flank. And it goes out of play. 1-0 still is the score. But it was nearly a few moments ago 1-1 as substitutions come in. In the 45th minute of the match for the Sharks. Coming into the match now for the Sharks is Alec Galloway. He's 19. And I believe, didn't see the other one, but it's going to be one of those scenarios. If they touch that soccer ball, we will try and mention their name. into space. Sharks. Clark and company now will throw it in. Down the left flank. And it goes out of play. Wide side. Trying to make that defensive play that time was Parra. Trying to get a header that time was Jesse Yu. He wasn't able to get it. Sharks now throwing it in. Far side touchline. Yu now chasing it down. Jesse Yu, and it goes off the side of frame. Barca with it. Into space there, that's Reyes. Taken away now, and it's blocked. Trying to get it, but a mistake now, and it's a goal! Goal, 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 goal. You got to be careful, especially when you're dealing with Henry Cobb. And Cobb able to finish on that one and put it into the back of the net. And it is 2-0. So the mistake there in the central, and Cobb saw that soccer ball and his eyes got big and was able to finish and give his team the 2-0 lead, and he's got 2 of them in this match. Take it away now, the Sharks now, and Barca making mistakes now in their own defensive half. Got to be careful because now they are basically in a urgency scenarios. They're down 2-0. Only about 13 minutes left to go in the match. Now here's a good play and a goal! Go, 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 go. Beautiful plays. They went upfield and able to get the finish into the back of the net. And now it is 2-1. And Barca got exactly what they needed. So it's a 2-1 match. And Barca on a beautiful play upfield, able to finish, get it into the back of the net. And they are right back in this match. That was their 6th shot, and here's another chance, and a save by the keeper that time. Oh my, they had a chance to tie it up. Barca, again, down the central, but another save was made, had to be made, and it was a good one. And so, it is still 2-1. Eastless will throw it in. But if you can make plays like that, you have a chance to tie up this match. And Barca's still working on just that as they've cut the lead in half. And here's an early ball down to central, but the defenders are able to get there just in time. Rudy Lopez bearing down in front of the keeper on that wide side. But it was the work in the central defenders being able to converge that outside defender on both sides, able to make the big play. Again, Barca threatening late in this match to try to tie it up. And it is all the way into the attacking third now. Off of a bounce. Is it still in play? No, it isn't. It's out of play. To throw in from the far side for Barca. Barca threatening now. In his space now. They have players there that are trying to make moves. As you can see, that was Martinez, but they went by him now. The Sharks now on the move. Here is Chatwin. Chatwin now. A player falls down. Chatwin tries to continue on, and he can't do it as they are able to get to the soccer ball first and send it upfield. Chatwin on the move, and he took an opportunity after the player fell down to continue to threaten in the area, and a last-ditch play by the outside defender making the play and keeping Chatwin from going in on the keeper. Chatwin has to be careful, though. He's already got a yellow card in this match. The throw-in by the Sharks, both teams getting fresh players in. Ever entertaining at this point. In a 1-0 difference. Here's Cobb, who's got 2 goals. Cobb going after the soccer ball again. They won't let him continue on, but here's a shot from distance and a save. Nice play as the keeper getting up and making the save. The Sharks, a shot from outside and getting their 6th shot of the second half. Or make that their 5th shot of the second half. And they have 9 in the match now. Here they come again now. Down the central. Trying to continue on with more pressure of the Sharks now. It's a slim 1-0 lead, and they know that. And Chatwin now, he goes down, but no foul. Barca now on the near side. As they have the soccer ball in their own defensive half now. Good passing now as they want to work out of their own defensive half, and they're doing that. Here's an early ball now, and trying to get to it that time was Martinez, but he wasn't able to do so. Martinez now and company down by 1 goal, working from the outside now as they want to continue to try to get a good shot. A shot, and it does get a partial one, and they try to knock it in. Oh, and a save. Oh, how did they keep it out of the back of the net? Well, they worked well with Aiden Potter, and Potter has played well in this game, and boy, he basically stood on his head that time, as they talk about like in a hockey, standing on your head as a keeper and being able to keep that ball out of the back of the net. And the defense able to make the play to keep this game a difference for the Sharks by 1. Fresh players coming in for both teams now as Antonides back into the match. 2-1. A very entertaining one here in the second half. As I usually say, it can be a tale of 2 halves. But still with the 1 goal lead is the Sharks. And it's not necessarily a tale of 2 halves. Both teams have put one on the sheet. And that's really what the case has been. As the Cantera Hernandez with 5 shots in the second half. 5 saves for Potter in the second half. Potter, all the work he's had to do is in the second half to keep his team with the lead. Otherwise, his team would be down right now, down the central. And Potter calming things down. Slingshots it to the near side now. And it's sent upfield. Midfield now, intercepted. Here's Islas now. Islas pops it down to central. And they're trying to get that next touch, that second touch, and not able to get it. As the Sharks tightening up there. And to the near side. The Sharks now winning it now. Here's Cobb now. Cobb with a burst of speed. Cobb now still on the right flank and taken away at the last moment. Nicely done by Anthony Hernandez. The Cobb coming down that right flank, figuring he could make a big play, but Hernandez says not this time. So it'll be a corner kick. Corner kick by Ivan Gonzalez with the Sharks. This is their first one in the second half. About 5 minutes left to play in a match. Holding on to the 1-0 lead. Up into the air, trying to get a header, and Chatwin got a piece of it, but not enough. The save had to be made by Kempton. That is his 3rd save in the second half. Barca now down to Central. In the waning moments of this match, down by 1 goal. What can they do to get back and get a good shot? Potter now sends the ball up the Central. Off of a deflection, the Sharks still have it. And that's what they want to do, keep possession. Sending it forward there was Kyle Clark. Clark now, he's got his teammate. Dancing is Gonzalez, but he lost control of the soccer ball, the heavy touch, and now it'll be a throw-in. A throw-in by Barca now, the wide side. In his 2-1 match in the second half, the Sharks are enjoying the slim lead in. And now here's Chatwin. Chatwin fending off a defender. Chatwin now finds his teammate. That's Cobb. Cobb now trying to thread a ball now. Trying to find a through ball of some sort. Cobb can't get to it now. The center rep says play on. Barca now. They're going to go with a counterattack and out to the wide side. Nicely done by big play that time by the outside defender. I believe that was Jesse Yu making the play. And he goes out of play in a far side touchline. Every time it goes out, it works against the BARCA-CANTERA squad. And it's working for the Sharks. So if you're BARCA-CANTERA, you need to keep this ball in the field of play. On the pitch, as they call it. The world of soccer. The ball with geometric designs of the world's most famous sport, football. In most countries, soccer. In this one, we got another sport called football. Here's Cobb now. He sends a ball in the Central. Nobody there as he was looking for Gonzalez. But Gonzalez finally able to track it down. Drops it back now. A chip into the area now. As Chatwin goes after it, but he won't get to it. As Barca will first. However, they have a player on the wide side that's able to run onto it. Here's Cobb now. Cobb makes a move. They can't knock him off the soccer ball. Cobb still, and then it's going to turn out to be a free kick. Free kick in the second half for the Sharks. And another foul in the match. First one in the second half, the fifth in the game for Barca. Free kick now, Cobb. Cobb for the Sharks now, and that ball sails way over top of frame. Seventh shot. In the second half, they got a total of 11 in the match. Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks. 2001 Burson. Just a couple of minutes or so left to play in the match. Barca got a lot of work to do, and they've got to be very accurate at what they're going to do to try to tie this match up. They're down by 1 goal. It pops over to Cobb. Cobb sends it to the wide side. His teammate, and it goes sails over the top of frame. Nice passing that time. Gonzalez not able to put that one into the back of the net. But at this age, they're always dangerous on plays like that. And BARCA-CANTERA, they know all about that. So here's Gonzalez now. Gonzalez on the near side to Chatwin. Chatwin now. Chatwin stops it, gives it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez feeds it back outside. Upfield, rather. And his teammate is able to make a play. And they send it into some space. The back line of Barca able to win it. Try for a heel pass to do something with it that time was Gonzalez. Didn't work. However, they still have the soccer ball. Making good passes. And they get it over to Kyle Clark. Clark goes to the wide side now. And his teammate sends a ball in the area. Chatwin has it. And they're going to get a shot at a goal into the back of the net. So the third goal of the match. Gonzalez putting it into the back of the net. Good passing that time. And Gonzalez found the space. And it is 3-1. So another shot by the Sharks in the second half. 8 shots, and there's really no time now for Barca to tie this match up. And so the Sharks are going to win this one, leading 3-1 as they continue to try to put the pressure down the Central. Gonzalez. But Barca now on the near side, working with what remaining time they have on an early ball. Trying to continue on. The near side. And just getting bumped is the striker, and it goes out of play. And it's going to turn out to be a free kick. Unless a foul was not called. It's going to be a throw-in. Throw-in that time by Miguel Mendoza. All the way upfield. That is not where they want to go at this point. Soon the center ref will be looking at his watch. If you're Barca, can't be going in the other direction. You need to get shots, and you need to get them in a hurry. You're down by 2 goals. Here's Chatwin. Of course, the Sharks know all about that if you're trying to defend against Barca. And that is going to be a card. So another yellow card in the match. Didn't see quite who he going to give that on, but player knows it. And Barca is going to get another shot. Free kick. They could use that right now as they only have 6 in the second half. Total of 11 in the game. 4 fouls in the second half for the Sharks. They have a total of 7 in the game. And this one sent down to Central off a header, and Potter is able to make the save. So Potter getting another save in the match. He's got a total of 7 now. Of another shot. Second half by Barca. The wide side. Eastless try to get to it. He can't. The wide side trying to continue on with it is that time was Torres, and he couldn't. But they do get a throw in. Down to Central. Barca. Strong on the soccer ball. Rudy Lopez that time. And now we got 2 soccer balls on the field. Another save by Potter. And that is the end of the match. So we hope that you enjoyed all of this action in the 2017 Rebels Cup Boys Under 16 2001 Showcase from Southwestern College in Chula Vista. I'm Greg G.K. Porter for GK Sports saying take care of yourself and God bless. And we will hope to see you next time. Check with us, like I said, on YouTube or our website. And if you need for us to come out and do your game, let us know on the website, mrgksports.webs.com. Again, that YouTube is capital G, capital K, capital S, P, O, R, T, S, all in capitals on the search. And you'll see all of our videos. Good spirited match between BARCA-CANTERA and the Del Mar Carmel Valley Sharks. Save this one on the cloud, your hard drive, or wherever you save it. Bye now from Southwestern College Stadium.